Hi, it's just Jeannie. I'm going to show you how to make a really tasty, easy crab fried rice with pineapple recipe. It's one of my favorites. I took some leftover crab from Easter and I decided to make this. So of course, I have to start with green onions. You have to use about 4 to 5, maybe a little bit more green onions and cut them on a diagonal. I like green onions. Not everyone does. If you don't, go ahead and use substitute with like a Valdelia or sweet yellow onion. Next, lemongrass. I love the smell of lemongrass. Lemongrass is actually in some of my candles, but you want to mince your lemongrass very fine as much as you can, but also make sure you wash the lemongrass because there's going to be like dirt particles all within the leaves. So I make sure mine are peeled back and cleaned very well. Next, I went ahead and minced some garlic, and I love my little garlic mincer. I love to rock it back and forth. It works super well. Next, fresh ginger, of course. Ginger is like the staple of a lot of your Asian cuisine. Love ginger. Again, I cut portions of it, small portions, and I use my mincer to also get the right amount and the perfect texture of my ginger. So see, you just take your hand and rock it back and forth. I take a knife and I just cut it off, and there you go. Fresh pineapple is a must. I had just cored this pineapple out with my new pineapple core, and I went to town on it. Of course, I cut more than the recipe called for because I had to eat the pineapple in between as I was cooking. So fresh pineapple is a must, gives a little sweetness. Take 4 eggs and you want to beat them slightly. I love cracking eggs. There's something about cracking eggs. It's just so satisfying. I know that's cliche. People say that all the time, but I don't know. It just does something for me. I use sesame seed oil. I didn't want to use vegetable peanut oil, but put it in your pan. I didn't have a wok, so I just used this fry pan that I have. I wait till the oil began to smoke and I put my eggs in. As soon as the eggs start to bubble, what I did, I started, of course, stirring the eggs and breaking them up into small parts like right now. Next, after removing the eggs and wiping the pan, I added the green onions, the lemongrass, the garlic, and the chili peppers. Once they were cooked, I added small amounts of rice. This recipe did call for 4.5 cups. I didn't use 4.5 cups. I probably used 3 cups of the rice. But what I did, I let the rice kind of actually cook for about a minute and kept tossing and turning, and I added like extra sesame seed oil to give it that taste. Then I added the rest of my ingredients, the crab, the pineapple, and just stirred it in, kind of mixed it into the rice. And just again, let the rice just kind of cook on one side for a minute, flip it over again, let it cook again for a minute, just to get enough heat and get that fried look. Added the eggs, and then I added, of course, fish sauce. Fish sauce is, I like it, not everybody does. So, use what the recipe recommends, but if you like it, you can add a little more. I even added soy sauce to this. I love soy sauce. I had to have it, so I applied it, put it into this dish and gave it a little extra flavor and a little bit more saltiness that I craved. So I let the rice stand by itself and cook. You can see the heat coming from it. Covered it and let it sit for about, I would say about 7 minutes. And voila, here is our dish.